Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to religious education. Today we are going to be learning religious history. No, this is not a part of our world history course. It would be nice if it was, but it is not. So we are going to watch a video here by Brushed Insights. The Every Major Religion Story on Creation explained in 11 minutes. We also have a Bible, a hard copy of the Bible, and a copy of the Quran here with us. But first, we're just going to quickly watch this part about Christianity, then we will move on to Islam. But here's just a quick idea of what the history of Christianity.
Christianity. In Christianity, the creation story is found in the book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
God created the universe out of nothing in 6 days and rested on the seventh.
Okay, so he created the universe out of nothing in 6 days and rested on the seventh day. Now, as you know, this is the story of the Bible from Christianity. God here, little animated God. That is how it went. That is exactly how it went. And that's basically how it is explained in the religion of Christianity.
Establishing the Sabbath. On the first day, God created light, separating it from darkness and calling them day and night.
So, yes, so on the first day, like he just said, God created light and to separate it from darkness. So, on the first day there was light, and the two would be separated from day and night. So when it became dark, it was night, and when it became day, it was when it became light, it was day. That was for all the planets.
On the second day, he created the sky, forming an expanse to divide the waters above from the waters below. The third day.
So yes, on the second day, he invented the sky. There's not a lot to explain there, but basically, the sky brings the waters. It's to divide the waters from below, and so they can come from up above, so it can rain, and the waters from below can continue to be full, but they can also evaporate up into the earth, up into the sky, and be used as water. It was a water conversion that God created in the religion of Christianity.
Saw the appearance of dry land and the growth of all kinds of plants and trees. On the fourth day.
So yes, so day 3, everything was dry. It was all dry, but then God decided, let's create plants and earth and these trees and all these wonderful things that there are today. That is what God created in the religion of Christianity. That is what is believed.
God placed the sun, moon, and stars in the sky to mark time, seasons, and years. The fifth day.
That was day 4. So let's skip back a little bit on that, right? Did we hear that? Did we hear that fully?
Placed the sun, moon, and stars.
So God placed the moon, sun, and stars, right?
Stars in the sky to mark time.
To mark time.
Seasons. And
years. Okay. So, he created the sun, the moon, and stars. By indicating the stars, you can create, and the moon and the sun, you can create time, seasons, and years. And you can also indicate it from the sky and the stars. So, years. So in years, we go by the way the moon moves around the earth. Time. We know the time from day to night. And we also know we use stars for direction, and seasons, the sun and the moon, are different during every season. So yeah, there you go. That's the Christian religion's way of explaining the reasoning behind all these things, and how God had built these things.
The fifth day brought the creation of sea creatures and birds.
So sea creatures and birds were given to us on the 5th day, right? And he did this all in 6 days. He did this all in 6 days, and on the 7th day, he rested. It was the day of rest. So here's the last day.
On the 6th day, God made land animals and humans.
So yes, so he created Adam and Eve, and he created land animals, and all of that happened. The land animals, the humans, and everything, and it all came into one here. The sun, the moon, the sky, the water, the plants and the trees, the apple tree with the snake, right? Because now you're going to learn more about this meaning, the apple tree with the snake, when we go into more in the religious history in our Christianity unit. You're going to learn all about that.
Mankind, forming Adam from the dust and breathing life into him. Eve was created from Adam's rib to be.
Yep, so that is how they were created. Adam was created, he had put dust and life, and it was all put into one, and Adam was created, and he had his ribs, and he gave one of the ribs went from Adam to Eve,
his companion, and they were placed in the Garden of Eden.
The Garden of Eden. So, we all know the story behind the Garden of Eden. Sorry, that paused for a second.
The story emphasizes.
So, yeah, there's the Garden of Eden. That happened. That did happen.
That creation was orderly, purposeful, and declared very good by God.
Yep.
Islam.
Okay. So I hope you guys have taken your notes on Christianity. Now let's get into Islam. So Islam is the Muslim religion. It is mostly in the Middle East. But let's just quickly go over this. This is the Bible, the Holy Bible. There are many different forms of Christianity. There is Catholic. There is there's Baptists. There is many other types.
Islam teaches that.
So let's get right into Islam. So here's the story of Islam.
Allah is the sole creator of the universe.
Okay, so Allah, it doesn't go in days. So he is the sole creator of the universe and everything. There's no 5 days, 6 days. He didn't do it in an amount of days. He did it in his own, hold on. Phone's going to be facing up for a second. Camera's going to be facing up. Just give me one moment. My fault, guys. I am sorry about that. All right. Let me just, it will be back on in a second. I'm just putting my Bible and my Quran back. Okay. So back into
everything within it. The Quran describes creation as occurring in 6 ayam.
Yep. So, it wasn't 6 days. It was 6 ayam. So creation, the Quran, that's how it explains it.
Or periods, which do not necessarily.
So 6 periods, ayam, periods. Write that down.
Represent literal days. Allah first created the heavens and the earth.
So the heavens and the earth. So the heavens, the sky and the heavens and everything above. Okay? And then the earth created. That was in the first step.
Shaping them with wisdom and purpose.
Wisdom and purpose.
The earth, anchored it with mountains, and caused rivers and vegetation to grow.
So he did that all at once. Okay? Now, all in the first step. The second step, celestial bodies.
Celestial bodies, such as the sun, moon, and stars, were created to provide light and serve as signs for timekeeping and guidance.
Yes.
Then
so timekeeping and guidance, okay? That's why he created the sun and the moon.
Living beings, including animals and humans.
So, yes, Allah created, during this period, humans and animals, living beings. So there wasn't this. It wasn't quite the same, but he did do so.
Clay and water.
Clay and water
was formed as the first human, and
Adam was formed as the first human.
Taught knowledge by Allah.
Knowledge by Allah.
Elevating him above the angels.
Elevating him above the angels. So yes, Adam was the first formed human. Allah formed him with Allah formed Adam with his hands. Taught Allah knowledge that only he knew, putting him above the angels and the guardians.
Allah commanded the angels to bow to Adam, but Iblis, Satan.
Now, the angels bowed to Adam, but Iblis was like, no, not happening.
Refused out of pride and was cast out.
He was cast out. So almost like Satan from the Christianity religion, he was cast out. That's what happened to Iblis. And Iblis was just not having it. He didn't want to bow down to Adam.
Quran repeatedly emphasizes that Allah needs no helper and simply says,
Allah needs no helper. There you go. So he's done it all on his own. He creates everything. He formed Adam. He formed the earth how it was. And the universe.
Be, and creation is.
So Allah is just be. Everything that there is be. That's how Allah says it. That's how the Muslim religion puts it.
All of creation reflects Allah's power, mercy, and oneness, with humans made as stewards of the earth. Judaism. Judaism's...
Okay, so Judaism, and that's where we're going to leave off. We'll go more on these religions. But Unit 1 is going to be specifically broken into 2 parts. It's going to be broken into Christianity in the first part. So Unit 1, Part 1, and then Unit 1, Part 2 is going to be Islam. Judaism, we are not going to worry about until Unit 2. Unit 2 is when we get into Judaism. And what's the other one that we'd be getting into? We're going to be getting into Judaism and Hinduism. Okay? And after Judaism and Hinduism, wow. Yeah. We're going to get into a few other things. Hinduism and Judaism. And then there's going to be Buddhism. And just many other things that we're going to go over. So, yes, that is basically that. And in the final one, we will be going through Scientology, the religion of Scientology, which is going to be a very, very short unit. It's actually going to be part 3 of the final unit. Going through, and the last part of the unit, last part of it, part 3 of the last unit, is going to be going through all of the religions, and then we're also going to bring Scientology into the mix, go over that. And we're going to go over the simple ideals of Scientology, how it is how the religion, why the religion is so controversial, why we think what we think about Scientology. Scientology's ideals are very, very different from most other religions. So you'll see, like, when we learn about Judaism and Hinduism, in the next unit, and this unit, learning about Islam and Christianity, you'll learn that by the end of it all, you'll learn how similar all religions are. And then the final unit, we're going to hit you with Scientology. And Scientology, I personally disagree with it. That's my opinion. It's not, in my opinion, it is a licensed religion, though. It is a religion. So, therefore, it is a religion. It is an actual religion. So, by law and by rule, that Scientology is a religion that does exist. But we'll get into that in the final unit. I think that's all, really. Let me just write that down, basically, so we just don't forget. That's honestly, like, all there is to it. So, let's go from there. U1 will be Christ and Islam. Now, there is not going to be any bias in this course. Me, personally, I'm open about it. I'm Muslim, but there's not going to be any bias in this course. Whether you are Christian or not, whether you are Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, a Scientologist watching this video, I respect you. So there is not going to be any bias in this whole video, in this whole unit. So do keep that in mind. I'll see you all next time, where we will learn much deeper into the religion of Christianity in Unit 1, Part 1. Bye-bye.